Oh, buddy, the dog. You been taking a nap already? Sure. Well, I think that it would be a smart thing to do. I don't know if I want to call it a smart thing, but the thing we're gonna do is make one more trip to that junkyard and just double check that there's nothing else left that we can't live without. I'm sure that it's probably about empty now, but somebody told me there were some more parts in a building or something, so we're gonna run back and do that. I gotta unload my trailer, of course, because there's always something on there, but we're gonna get started right after this. Son of a Knutson. All right, welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, you're probably lucky. But if not, I'm Rusty Oliver Man, and yeah, we're gonna go on another adventure. Seems like we've been gone many days on the road, and I don't think I'm lined up to my trailer right, but when it's parked at an angle, it's probably not gonna be easy. Oh, I should just get out and see how far away I am. I'm way off. Yep, great. Pay no mind to that plow, that's Dad's. Fits behind that WD, and there's some bolts that need torched off. Oh, look at that. Almost like I got lucky. That's not usually the way I put it through, but whatever. Okay, now we got to get that off of there, which that's gonna suck. Fire up a tractor just to lift that off of there. Oh well. All right, back at it. Probably against our better judgment, but we're going anyway. And we're gonna hope that the water is not out down on the trip. I was looking backward, sorry. Looking at my roof to make sure that it didn't have any wind damage. I need to probably give that a closer look. But sure. Anyway, the cut-through way that we go down here has the potential that it is underwater, and then we won't be able to go that way. And so that would be a sad thing, because that'll add another half hour at least to this adventure. So we're gonna give it the best shot and see what happens. Well, today we had a lot more success at this, so that's good. I didn't want a repeat of that problem. So we'll get gas and then head out there, see just what we can't live without, you know. The old AR John Deere out there. I don't know if I ever showed that in a video or not, but it's been sitting there the whole time. We're almost there, and I don't know what to expect, you know. I'm sure they've cleaned out a ton of stuff. Literally tons. Probably 100 tons since I've been here the last times. Oh yeah, they got a big magnet out there just hitting her hard, so I'm betting that this ain't gonna be a happy time. And they got a rope across there. Maybe I'm not welcome anymore. I'll have to find that guy and see. Yep, I would say that it's pretty well past the days of me being able to get stuff out of here. I'll try to find the guy and see if he'll let me, but I don't know. Lots of hubs. Fiat hub. Sure. Probably some John Deere hubs that I need too, but don't know. See, this is the area we didn't go to when we first came here. I don't really know what this is. Ford parts, New Holland parts, newer parts, I don't know. Look at all that. Look how long that's been out here. Years. And you know, there's some people who really probably need some of this. But it's all going away. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. It's all John Deere. There's an 1855. I don't know. Fuel tanks, where fuel tanks come to die. Got a whole pile of them, so that one can probably just stay. Lots of sheet metal. And I should have come back here the first day because I think a lot of the good stuff got took. There's some Oliver sheet metal though. $13.65 sheet metal. well, I try to get back out of here. Look through some of these other trailers. Today's probably just going to be a loose parts day. Just anything that a guy can carry. Because I'm saying that the helping loading is done, I would say. But there's just stuff in every place. Blocks. Lots of blocks. Nothing that we can use though, I don't believe. $190 Alice Chalmers painted green. Painted them so they didn't rust. Cranks. Oliver, but it doesn't, there's none up there that are Oliver cranks. I got 3 cranks from a neighbor who salvaged some out of here. How many cranks does a guy need though? Lots of cranks. Well, there's an Oliver head. A diesel, nonetheless. Oh, I guess that one practically wants my attention too. There's one. Jeez. Yep. I don't know what this is. Ford City. Looks that way. 1710 Ford. They can go to the scrap yard. Yeah, that's all. Well, there's some massy stuff back there. Basically little utilities in here. There we go. Yeah, this here is the shed for us. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff. Well, I really need my flashlight. But I can see right away that this is the stuff we're after. Very possibly stuff that we need to fix the ones that we brought home. Yeah. We don't want to fall through the floor. Fans. We need one. Water was leaking in on these. Floor's probably rotten. Dangerous. Okay, well, we're gonna have to see if they'll let me potentially back my truck up to this trailer so I can just cart it right out the door and just pile it on. I don't know that we'll take it all, but there's definitely stuff of value here that needs me. This looks like industrial case backhoe and stuff. Looks like mostly deer. More deer. Industrials, New Holland. Old IH. H's and M's. And the like. Farm bees and yeah, it's a shame because I'm sure somebody needs this stuff, but don't know what we got in here. Industrial things, case backhoes. Yep, that pretty well hits it. All gone. I really need to talk to that guy and just tell him what my idea is, if he'll let me drive back here or not. Ooh. All right, their forklift loader thing is broken. So today is a perfect day for me to be here loading up little stuff, and he let me drive my truck back next to the trailer, but obviously I can't go everywhere. So I'm gonna just grab some of the stuff back here, take it over there. I've already got some hubs. They had a whole rack of hubs. I got some Oliver hubs, and I got some, I think, John Deere hubs for my 2020, which mine are about wore out, so that's pretty handy. But I'm gonna try to grab important things here, and then, yeah, there wasn't a lot out here, I don't think, but there was a few, so sure. All right, friends, I've worked all day. I think I've done my part to save tractors, you know. This is crazy. I just can't even believe it, how much more stuff there was in that trailer. I found a wire basket, and I found a wooden box, and then I thought I'll just strap a pallet over the top of the rest, and hopefully it makes it home. All I know is I am thoroughly wore out. I've been here at least 6 hours probably, and yeah, Is it worth it? I don't know. But the first thing we're gonna do is stop at a gas station so I can get a drink, because I drank the rest of my drink a while ago and I'm thirsty. I'll probably get 2 drinks, because before I go home I'll end up having drank them all. So this 4th day might prove to be the most valuable day. I don't know. This is what I had in mind when I went the first day, was, you know, hauling or buying shelves of parts. The thing is, I didn't realize that they were in a certain trailer or whatever. I thought they were keeping that stuff. I didn't realize it was for sale. So some of the other people that went probably got the best stuff, but that's life. I still got a lot of stuff. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna head to town here, get something to drink, AR, and then hopefully we'll make it home without losing anything, because I really don't want to pick up pieces on the side of the road. Well, I was pretty nervous there for a minute, friends. They put up barricades and said the road's closed because of high water. And I just came through here this morning, so I guess by tonight it probably will be over the road. It must still be getting higher. I guess there is a little bit up here, but I mean, I'm locked into this now. I gotta go. I couldn't turn around anywhere here, so. It's just barely starting. Well, I guess we got a parts wash. Free parts wash with every trip. How nice. There's a lot of people coming this way for a road that's supposedly supposed to be closed. It is inconvenient when that happens, because it adds 45 minutes to this journey. I mean, you'd have to go way around to get to where it's not across the road. Hopefully that should be the deepest right there, so I don't think it'll be anywhere else along here. It does get out at different places, but we'll make it somehow. No, Buddy the dog, what are you thinking, pal? I wish you could lift stuff. I'd have brought you along. That was crazy, Buddy the dog. I've been gone all day, and I thought it would just be a quick throw a few things on load. I thought I'd pretty well cleared it out, but good grief. I got a lot of stuff here, but that's good because I got a lot of tractors, so I have to deal with this tomorrow. I can't physically take it anymore. My arm's cramping up right now. I can't even hold the camera. Yeah, I mean, everything was lifted on there by me, one at a time or two at a time, and it's just too much to handle. I mean, I kind of know what's in there, because as I pulled it off the shelf, I know what I stuffed in where, but I don't know. We're gonna have to like these, I mean, rods. I got rods, which is good, because the last several projects I've worked on, I've had to buy rods because the rods were no good. So hopefully, you know, I'm set up on that for a good while. And once again, I'm showing you this just to show you something I was doing today. I'm not showing you this so that you can start harassing me in comments about how you want to buy this or that. Not for sale. This stuff is bought for me to use eventually. to have on hand for emergencies. There might be the occasion when I sell a few things here or there, but that's very few and far between. I am not a parts seller, I'm a parts hoarder. There's a big difference. So that's how it goes, you know. If you wanted the stuff, you could have went down there and loaded it on one at a time too. So that's how she goes. But I think I did my part to save stuff from becoming Chinese forks and spoons, because that's where it was headed. And boy, today while I was there, did it ever. He was scrunching stuff and stacking it up in piles as fast as you could go. Pretty well all the Alice Chalmers stuff went today. He just smashed it up and put it in a big heap. And another guy I know showed up there partway through, and he flagged him down and he said, I need some of that stuff. So he ribboned off some stuff to come back for it. So hopefully some more stuff will be saved. I mean, pretty well all this stuff, you got to go into it with the idea that it's not usable as it is. You're going to have to, you know, injectors, the tips are probably scrunched. You're going to have them rebuilt, things like that. But it never hurts to have pieces and parts, because you just never know what you run into. I've had that many times where one little thing held me up from either fixing something for somebody or, you know, out in the field something broke and it was just something stupid. So anyway, yeah, another load saved from its eternal fate as, you know, becoming garbage. So I can't do any more than that. So I guess we'll just leave this one here while we're ahead. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.